Okay, in the previous video, we declared some variables of different types, and then we assigned some values to those variables. Oftentimes in programs, it is useful to declare um, variables that never change, which are called constants, right? So, for instance, let's say you had a secret number in your program and you wanted to have that in a variable. Well, that secret number may never change. It might be your secret number through your whole program. So it's useful to let the reader of your Java code know, right? For in the future, when you're no longer using your code and somebody else is using your code, it's useful to let them know that, hey, this is a variable, but it's not really a variable because the value is never going to change. It's a constant. And the way you do that is you use a keyword in front of the declaration. And the keyword is final. And final means that this variable is not going to change its value. So let's say I had a final integer and it was called secret number, right? And it has a value of, 10923, right? Now, this line on its own did a couple things, right? First, it declared a variable called secret number. The variable has a type of integer, right? So, and it's a final, meaning that this value is not going to change through my code. It's always going to be 10923. Now, one thing that is very useful to do in coding is instead of using lowercase variables for constants, there's many who feel that you should use uppercase so that when this is used in the code, throughout the code, people will automatically know it's a constant, it's never going to change, it's declared all the way at the top, and it has this value, right? So what we're going to do is use uppercase for constants and lowercase for variables. Now, one other point that I should mention at this point is there's different naming conventions for variables. You'll see that I use a common method that starts out your variables with lowercase, but when it uses more than one word, I capitalize the second word. So for instance, when I declared a variable called big money, I started it out as a variable with a lowercase b, but when I got to money, I capitalized it as big money. Other people feel that a better convention or a different convention is to use, again, lowercase, but when you break variables, it's hard to see that because it's using underlines there, right? Um, when you have more than one word in a variable, which is common, instead of using this uppercase, you put an underscore, right? It's an underscore. You could see it while I was typing it. It's just hard to see now. So, right, big, right? It's that underscore there, big money, like that, right? Again, both are acceptable, both are common. However, what you need to do is choose which one you're going to use. Don't go in your program and sometimes use the underscore convention and sometimes use this convention. Don't do that. Don't mix. Just choose which style you're going to use. I'm going to use this style only because I've always used that style. Some people believe that this is easier to read. Um, so again, pick one and go with it. The only time that it is acceptable to mix is with finals, with constants. So since I use the method where each word starts with an uppercase, you can't do that where constants because everything is. And sometimes people will use an underscore there. That's an underscore right there. It's hard to see, right? Because it's putting those dashed lines there. So it's okay to mix underscore with this for constants, right? And I want to show you that it's an underscore, right? Secret. See, it's an underscore there, right? Secret number, right? Equals, whatever it was. Okay. So again, purpose of this video, to talk about how to declare constants. You do it by putting a final in front of the variable type. And as a convention, we use uppercase for constants throughout our code. And second point in this video, choose a variable naming convention. If you're going to use lowercase and then switch to an uppercase first letter for the next word like I do, that's fine. If you're going to use underscores to break apart the different words in your variable, that's fine too. Just choose one and go with it.